everyone. Welcome back to Orchestrated Rams with Ian on the LA Rams Up Podcast Network. Today we'll be breaking down Rams versus Saints week number 13 as both teams are trying to stay alive and win their divisions, the NFC West for the Rams and the NFC South for the Saints. And in this game, there were tons of impactful plays. Rams offense finally got in a groove. Saints offense was also staying alive despite missing tons of starters on that side of the ball. And in this episode, we'll be breaking down the top 5 most impactful plays of the game. Some offense, some defense. And with that said, let's get into it. On this first impactful play of the game, second quarter, 6 minutes, 29 seconds left. Saints offense is in a 3rd and 4 situation as the Rams are down 0-3 at this point in the game. And the Saints offense will be passing the ball, so we'll start at the very top. This top receiver here will be running a streak go route, but he'll bend it inwards at the beginning of his route to kind of show that, hey, I'm going inside. But then he'll eventually veer it off to the sideline to get himself open deep there. So it is a go route. I wouldn't consider that a double move. It's just a more unique and more complex streak or go route. The kind of, full defenders that are covering him. Then you're going to have Kamara in the backfield. You'll have a little check down up the middle in case, Carr needs to dump it off to him. The tight end is going to stay back and help pass block. This inside receiver is going to have a deep curl comeback route, whatever you like to call it, but it'll be more towards the middle of the field. And then you're going to have this outside receiver here have a deep out route. And that's what's happening on third down for the Saints offense. Defensively, the Rams are in their dime package, which means there's 6 defensive backs on the field. And out of this, they're going to be running cover Tampa 2. But real quick, as you can see here, all these defenders lined up close to the ball there as they're trying to fool the opposing offense and say, all right, are we all blitzing? Are we all not? These are part of the mind games that go on when trying to fool quarterback, O-line, and the opposing team there. But not everyone's going to go there as they're all bluffing. They're all showing something that they're eventually not going to do. And like I said, they're going to be running cover Tampa 2. And real quick, what that is that there's 2 people responsible deep. So you get that safety. You'll get this safety here. And then what makes it Tampa is that a linebacker, a safety, somebody's going to be dropping deep underneath the 2 safeties covering deep there. So it's not cover 3 where 3 guys are splitting the field up deep. It's 2 people deep and someone covering that intermediate medium to deep area underneath there, which makes it the Tampa 2. That name comes from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who made that defense very famous when they were doing well and winning a Super Bowl. So you'll get that. You'll also get Cameron Curl dropping into where a linebacker would be. Byron Young is not going to rush, but he's going to drop back short there. Obviously short zone there, zone here. And then you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 rushers. So it's going to be 2 D tackles, Jared versus the outside linebacker, and then Quinn Lick's actually going to rush. So tons of stuff going on to confuse the Saints offense, but eventually, once things unfold, they are running cover Tampa 2, a type of zone coverage. But all right, let's let this thing go here. So immediately you see everyone dropping to their areas. You see Quinn Lake going from his slot corner spot. And then on top of that, Jared Verse, who is the leading candidate of all the betting odds and even just with the eye tests and NFL analysts beyond, he's one-on-one being blocked by a tight end. Perfect for the Rams. No bueno for the Saints offense here as he bulldozes Pro Bowl level linemen. So that was a very interesting blocking schematic there to have Jared Verse, their best pass rusher, arguably, one-on-one with a tight end. And I have it circled there. Just keep watching and see how easily Verse for the Rams bulldozes the tight end here and gets pressure on Derek Carr. Let's let this thing go a little bit more. Man, that was in a hurry. Look at that. Jared Verse is right there. And as you can see, Derek Carr is ready to throw this football. And I think the way he's looking, he was getting ready to throw that go route, which I know the safety here on this X drawn is not too far away, but if Derek Carr, who has a good arm, who can make high-level throws, if he laser beams that in there, I mean, that's a catch to Scantling, who's got elite speed. So, because Verse got there, the throw doesn't happen immediately. And we let this thing go a little bit more. Carr's got to step up. He dumps it off like, uh-oh, I'm going to get sacked. And he throws an inaccurate pass to Alvin Kamara, which was behind him, and then Kamara just couldn't hold on to it, which if he catches that, maybe he has a chance to get a first down. So that was an option. Also, Scantling on the go route was an option, but because of the pressure by Jared Verse one-on-one with the tight end there, Carr got flustered, had to step up, throw an inaccurate pass to get rid of it and not get sacked, and it ended up being incomplete. But man, oh man, what an impactful play that was, as Kamara had a chance to possibly get a first down, and definitely Scantling, the receiver running that go route, could have had a chance to maybe even score a touchdown. So what a great play by the possible and likely defensive rookie of the year, Jared Verse, causing pressure, screwing up the play, making Carr hurry and throw it, and save the Rams from possibly giving up a touchdown, or at least giving up another first down, keeping the drive alive. So very impactful there. On the second impactful play of the game, third quarter here, 10 minutes, 10 seconds left. 3rd and 6 situation for the Rams offense as they're down 0-6. And the whole first half, the Rams offense was just plain and simple bad, awful, crappy, whatever you want to call it. Could not execute, could not sustain drives, had very little conversions on 3rd and 4th down. But here they are on their opening drive in the red zone, trying to keep the drive alive. And on this 3rd down, they decide to pass the football. So we'll start at the very top. Demarcus Robinson has a whip out route, so he's going to veer to the inside and then whip back outward. So I like to call that a whip out. There's other names for that, but that's a whip out. Then Williams, the running back, is going to have a little check and help the lineman real quick, and then he'll release a little swing check down route there. Puka Nacua is going to motion across before the snap. And then once he gets to the inside here, he's going to have an out route, as motion before the ball helps the quarterback, the offense, see if somebody follows him. It's probably man-to-man coverage. If nobody follows him, it's likely zone coverage by the defense. So that's what Nacua is doing and his purpose there. You're going to have Cooper Kupp have a whip in route, so just like DeMarcus, but instead of going outward, he's going to go in. So he's going to start to the outside and then whip it back inward. And then Davis Allen, the tight end, lined up wide. He is going to have an out route. So that's what the Rams offense is doing on this 3rd down. The Saints are going to be running cover 1 man. 1 meaning that one person is responsible deep. And I know right now you see 2 people in the very back, so it looks like it's probably going to be a cover 2 in some variation or not, but they're also disguising and bluffing what they're doing. But it's really man-to-man coverage. So you're going to get man here, man there. Man with Nacua because he's going to follow him to the opposite side of the field. You're going to get man there. I know Demario Davis looks like he's going to be rushing the quarterback, but he's actually man with the running back Williams. This safety on the top screen, he's going to be the one defender covering deep in this cover 1 man. And then this other safety, he's actually not going to stay there. He's going to jet underneath to be in zone coverage in the middle of the field so it's not wide open there. So cover 1 man is what the Saints are doing there, even though they're disguised like they're running cover 2 or something else. So let's let this thing go here and see what the heck happens. And boom. Right here we see everyone in their coverages, everyone being sticky with their man coverage, but Nacua, who Coach McVay, the Rams head coach, and others argued that he was getting held running that out route. Despite that, or despite whatever you believe happened on that play between him and the corner, he gets pretty dang open on that speed out route that he came out of the motion and out of his break there, as Nakua has vastly improved his route running and has been making spectacular catches all year. And he does on this play with a diving catch to keep the drive alive here. But no doubt about it, watching film, his out routes have gone so much crispier, so much faster. And that's what saved him from being caught up in the no call pass interference or holding and getting to the football and making a fantastic catch, as Matthew Stafford here circled as well. Had to get rid of it as pressure was getting in his face, and he said, I'm going to throw it to our number one receiver and give him a chance. And he threw a catchable ball, and Nakua made it happen. So watch this. Wow. I mean, completely laid out for it, secured it. Ball did not juggle or bobble. The ball did not hit the ground as Nakua made an insane play. I mean, this is incredibly impactful, this play, as the Rams offense needed to keep the drive alive and needed to score a touchdown, and they ended up doing so later on this drive. What an impactful play by Nakua. The Rams offense finally getting it together and having a good drive, and it all starts with the quarterback making a throw, and then the receivers got to make a crazy catch. So, impactful play, and the Rams did score later on this drive. On this third impactful play of the game, third quarter, 39 seconds left, 1st and 10 situation for the Rams offense as the Rams are up 7-6. And on this play, they're looking to be running a heavy play action pass with only 2 routes going upfield to get open. And I say it's heavy because there's a big emphasis on keeping people at the line of scrimmage to help block and give Stafford time. So what's going to end up happening, we'll draw this out for you. You're going to have the tight end staying home to pass block. Cooper Kupp's going to run across like you would on a lot of zone run schemes, but he's going to help and stay pass block there. The running back is going to fake the run. He'll run out to the flat as a check down. You're going to get Nakua before the ball snap. He's going to motion across, and once he gets to his area, he'll be running a deep in or dig route, whatever you'd like to call it. And then Demarcus Robinson is going to have a double move across corner route. So he's going to sell like he's running the crossing route, deep crossing route. And then eventually he'll hit to the corner after that, with Stafford having the fake. And then he'll set back up there and survey the field to find Nakua on the digger in or Robinson on the cross corner route. So that's what the Rams are doing on this first down situation. The Saints are running cover one man, but it's more of like a loose cover one man, as depending on who is running into your area, it's kind of like a match zone-ish look. That's who you'll be in man-to-man coverage with. But I'm going to let this play for a quick second and show you how the Rams' motion with Nakua helps unveil or take away the disguise that the Saints are doing, trying to show like, hey, we're running cover 2 or something like that, but they're not. So let's let the play go for a quick second. You can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see after Nakua's motion, that safety came down and said, dang it, we got to show our responsibility. So after that, now you can see it'll be man here. It'll be man there. You'll get man up top. This will be a loose man, as he does not follow Kupp once he goes across after the play is snapped. So he'll be in man-to-man with whoever shows up there, which happens to be Williams, the running back, running to the flat after he fakes the run. You're going to get this safety being the up top guy in the cover one man. And then you'll get zone underneath by the linebackers. Zone. And then if the running back were to have gone upfield, fake the run up the gut, one of the linebackers would have been man-to-man with him, I believe. So this is a very loose cover one man, depending on which pass catcher for the Rams shows up in their area. So let's let this thing go now. All right, so you see the heavy fake. You see only 2 people going out for routes. As you can see, tight end Hunter Long, wide receiver Cooper Kupp staying back. You see the 2 routes going out deep. You see Williams as a check down just in case. And Stafford has plenty of time to make a decision, survey the field, get rid of it, make a big throw, whatever he wants. But as you can see here, Demarcus Robinson absolutely leaves his corner that's guarding him in the dust on his double move. So he got to the inside, and then eventually once he breaks it to the corner there, I mean, he's wide open. What a great route he ran, and what a fantastic throw Stafford makes. Like, he's throwing pitch and catch with his son in the park. I know he has no sons, but you know what I mean. Watch this play here. I mean, dang. As wide open as you could possibly be in the NFL. And again, I'm going to circle this right here. Look at all that room Stafford has, which leads to more time. But because Robinson just ran that route so great and totally just burned the corner that was guarding him, I mean, this is an easy throw and catch. And what an impactful play this was, as the Rams offense was so bad in that first half. They finally got to drive together on their previous attempt, scored a touchdown, and after this play, they scored the very next play, Matthew Stafford to Demarcus Robinson, yet again in the red zone. But this play set it up, and great play design, great execution, and Robinson, being a fantastic route runner, just absolutely schooled the corner that was in man coverage with him, and voila, you get an impactful big play like this. On this 4th impactful play of the game, 4th quarter, 11 minutes, 50 seconds left. 3rd and 4 situation for the Saints offense, as the Rams are up 14-6 at this point. And the Saints offense had been moving the ball throughout this game, but penalties, self-inflicted wounds have cost them from scoring more points. Missed field goal, holding calls, bunch of stuff. But here they are driving down, hoping to catch up to the Rams after their offensive resurgence in the second half. And on this 3rd down, the Saints decide to pass the football. So we'll start at the very top. You're going to get a short drag route or crossing route by this top receiver here. You're going to get the tight end running an in route. Kamara in the backfield will have a little check down in the middle if need be. You're going to get inside receiver here, Marcus Valdes-Scantling. He'll be running like a fade go route. So he's going to jet upfield, and then he's going to fade it to the outside. And then before the ball is snapped, we're going to get a motion here by Pettis. And once he gets right behind his teammate, he'll have an out route. And that's what they're doing on this 3rd down situation. For the Rams defense, they'll be in their cheetah dime package. So the dime meaning that there's 6 defensive backs on the field. And the cheetah part of it is that they have no traditional inside linebackers, but they have their fastest, pass rushers possible, which will be Jared Verse and Michael Hoyt, outside linebackers. Byron Young, an outside linebacker. And then their 2 best pass rushing D tackles, Braden Fisk and Kobe Turner. So out of that cheetah dime package here, they're going to be running cover 1 man. So right now, as you can see, just like the Saints on previous plays I've shown you, that there's 2 people deep, but they're disguising it. But once the ball is snapped and some things unfold, then you'll see how they morph into that cover 1 man. So I'm going to let this play really quick, and it'll help explain a little bit further here. Okay, so the ball is snapped. You're going to get man there. He's going to be in man with the tight end. Hoyt is dropping back to cover underneath zone there. You're going to get this safety being the one up top guy in this cover 1 man. And then the 2 corners at the bottom, they're kind of playing like a softer match zone man look, like the Saints on the previous play I showed you guys. Which if somebody shows up in your area on the outside or inside, that's who you got to cover. So whoever shows up on the outside with Darius, which happens to be Marcus Valdez-Scantling, that's who he's in man with. Whoever shows up more on the inside for Quinn Lake, which happens to be Pettis, that's who he's man with there. So there you go. And then what makes it the cover one, you see the other safety here just jumping to help out in the middle there, kind of like a match zone there, but he ends up running with Alvin Kamara on that softer match zone kind of man look. So this ends up being cover one man at the dime cheetah, as you can see all displayed there. So let's let this thing go and see what the heck happens. All right, so you see everyone getting to their areas to play man-to-man, but you see Derek Carr immediately threw to that goal ball on Marcus Valdez-Scantling. And at this moment, Darius Williams, who's got good speed, is running with them pretty good, but Valdez-Scantling, for a tall receiver, he's got fantastic elite speed once he gets going. And Carr just throws a perfect pass, and Valdez-Scantling just makes an unbelievable over-the-shoulder catch for a touchdown. And again, at this moment, you don't think that's possible, but the speed by Scantling is just enough to get just enough separation on Darius Williams and touchdown. I mean, man, what an impactful play this was for the Saints on third down, as they needed that big time to stay in the game here. So let's let this thing go and see how it unfolds. And as you can see, he got that little bit of separation, and then just a fantastic catch there by Scantling. So impactful play by the Saints to stay alive, and an impactful play by the Rams defense for just getting flat out beat against something they had covered up pretty dang good. On this fifth and final impactful play of the game. Fourth quarter here, 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the ball game with the Saints offense in a 4th and 3 situation. Rams are up by a touchdown, 21-14. And here the Saints are, having a chance to score or keep the drive alive and force a possible overtime with very little time left. So on this play here, the Saints decide to pass the football, and we'll start at the very top. So the tight end is going to stay back to help pass protect. Kamara is going to have a little check down. You're going to get this inside tight end here. He's going to have a double move. So it'll be a post and then out. You're going to get another out route by the inside receiver there, Pettis. And then you're going to get a quick little stop comeback route, whatever you like to call it, by Marcus Valdez-Scantling on the outside. And that's what the Saints are doing on this 4th down situation. Defensively, Rams are in their nickel package, their traditional nickel package, which is 2 inside linebackers and then 5 defensive backs on the field. Now in this, they're going to be running cover 6, which is 2 people guarding deep on one side of the field. So Darius will do that. Cameron Kitchens will do that. And instead of Cameron Curl doing it at his traditional safety spot, they're going to have Kobe Durant bail back and cover that entire other half by himself. So cover 6 is 2 people guard deep on one side, 1 person guards deep by himself on the opposite side of the field. Cover 6. And then what's going to happen here is that you're going to get Quinn Lake underneath. Michael Hoyt is not going to rush. He's going to drop. You're going to get zone underneath by Omar Spates. And then Curl's going to drop underneath zone there because you're going to get a rush by Verse, rush by Fisk, rush by Turner, and then Christian Roseboom is going to be the 4th man trying to get the quarterback there. So they're disguising it like, it might be cover 2, but eventually ends up being cover 6 with people switching responsibilities of where they're going to end up defending the field and zone. So let's see what the heck happens here. You're going to get the rush, but I'm going to circle this again. For whatever reason, this entire game, in a lot of situations, whether it was pass or run, Jared Verse, likely Defensive Rookie of the Year winner, was left again one-on-one with the tight end. And he, again, absolutely bulldozes man power, overpower, whatever adjective you want to throw. He does that to a tight end again. And on this critical down, it's very, very puzzling as to why they wouldn't double team Jared Verse, who, outside of rookies, he is one of the best edge defender, DN, outside linebacker, whatever you want to call him, players in the NFL. So as you can see circled there, they have him one-on-one with the tight end, and he absolutely bull rushes, blows by, overpowers a tight end yet again. But let's let this thing go here a little bit more. And then right here, two things. You see Verse closing in on Derek Carr, but then you also see the tight end there get pretty physical with Cameron Kitchens in the zone there. Could that have been called as a possible offensive pass interference, since the tight end there did look like he shoved Ram safety Cameron Kitchens, but there was no call. And what ends up happening, I'll let it go just a little bit more here. He ends up falling. Cameron Kitchens ends up falling to the ground, which would have left the tight end wide open. And Derek Carr was absolutely going to throw to him wide open in the end zone there on fourth down. But, as you can see, Jared Verse being left one-on-one with the tight end, gets there, knocks the ball out of Derek Carr's hands. It was originally called a fumble, but then ruled to be an incomplete pass. He got there, caused the pressure, caused the quarterback hit, and saved the day, as it seemed like that the refs were not going to be able to see that Kitchens got, offensive pass interfered by the tight end. And what an impactful play this was. Verse saving the day by getting to Derek Carr. But how did that happen? Well, the Rams took advantage of the Saints foolishly leaving Jared Verse one-on-one with the tight end again, like they had most of the day. What an impactful play this was. And ball game. Game over. Rams got the ball back, ran out the clock, and they escape with the narrow victory against the New Orleans Saints. Wow.